Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's Maureen from Massachusetts. I hope everyone is all well, and it's been a little while since I've come at you all, and it's time. It was time. Got my nice cup of hot tea, and oh, it's hot. Oh, it's keeping me warm. It's a little cool out here. It's a little cool out. Gosh, I mean, I know we need the rain here in New England. We do, and so I'm not trying to complain. It's just that it's chilly, and I did a lot of work the last week or two in my gardens and planting everything, and everything's pretty much good to go. I got a few more things, and they need the sun. It's been cold for a few days, and it's supposed to warm up tomorrow, and hopefully by Wednesday it's to be warmer. And boy, they really need the sun because I have some nice irises coming out right now, but some other iris plants that are beautiful, ready to open up, but they need the sun. And then I have buckets that I did painted up the Folgers containers and did them in white acrylic, and I put basil and rosemary in some, and cilantro and dill, and with marigolds, and they're all doing really good in the pots, hanging on a ladder type form that I made out of tomato stakes that I painted, got at the dollar store. And we hung them on the side of the barn. They're doing well. They like it there. But again, all these plants need sun right now. It's been cold, and I worry. And then all my winter sown things, some things took, some didn't. Some are just now starting to take. The other day, I was kind of thinking I'd give up on my cherry tomatoes that I winter sowed. One just recently sprouted, and it's about this high. So I'll let it go and see if I can get that going. And I do have a lot in my raised beds. Much of what I winter sowed, which I'm thrilled about, my first year doing that. Bib lettuce did really well. Watermelon radishes look good. I do have a tomato plant out there that I winter sowed, so big beef. We'll see how that does. But I have a few of those. Kale is out there, but summer squash did really well in the buckets, and they're out there. I did plant other plants in my raised bed. I have peas, I have green beans, eggplant. My little eggplant plants, winter sown, look healthy. Like I said, dill, basil. I got some holly basil that did well. That's out there. And then I did plant seeds of zucchini squash just recently, so I hope all these things take. They should. Lots of sunflowers. In my other bed where I put mostly flowers, I've got zinnias, dahlias, ranunculus, I can't say that, and loads of sunflowers and marigolds. We'll see if they take. Now, in a new garden in back of my bottle area, and I'm loving this, I shaped it nice. I got little whimsy doodads and whirly-giggy things and garden art. I planted gladiola bulbs, which I love. I plant them every year. They're all coming up. They look healthy. I mulched it and everything. And I've got some dahlias out there too. And I did put some alyssum, and in my other garden where it's mostly flowers, perennials, I did put some more flowers and things. My clematis that I planted last year, looking good. It just blossomed. I've got a lot of pretty things. Chamomile that I winter sowed. Chocolate lace flowers that I winter sowed. Um, I have rhubarb coming up from a few years ago. It's looking healthy though. I won't get any to pick this year, but it's nice to see that the plant is doing. I did plant elephant ear bulbs in that garden where the gladiolas are, and I'm hopeful. So all these things, I'm happy. I got a lot done. I've been very busy, and my hips and the arthritis in my hips is telling me so because I've been suffering. But it's worth the suffer because I'll have pretty plants, you know. And it's good to try and keep busy and work through the pain, you know. I take some Aleve and put some icy hot on it and try to work through the pain. I had a tumor years ago, back in '89, in my right femur that I had to have extensive surgery that year, a two-part process, a long ordeal, and they did tell me that I would probably suffer with arthritis in my hips in my older years, and sure enough, there you have it, folks. I got it. It's speaking loud and clear. But anyway, we all have to endure something, right? So I have projects, plenty of them. But I wanted to come tonight and just talk, and maybe we can do a little crafty item. I got some ideas and things I want to do. I have some pillows I have to make for my outside red bench, and every year I put some pillows out there, and I took the pillow forms that were there and I took all the stuffing out of them. This is the stuffing. 2 bags of it. And I could make new pillows. That would be easy and a good project. I also have a blouse that I got back in 2018 when I went to Costa Rica. And it's a peasant blouse, but it's pretty. And I could pull it off and wear it even at my age, but I need to make it longer. And it's got a black print and it's olive green and right there, real pretty. I'll get it. But I'm thinking I picked up a nylon sheer, not nylon, but like chiffon black top from the thrift store. But I thought I'd take the sleeves off of that and use that underneath to make it longer, and it would be perfect. So I may be doing that, which is kind of trash to treasure repurposing, I guess you could say. So we could do some of that. So we'll see. Once I get through my tea and talking with you. Updates. I talked about my gardens. My daughter for Mother's Day, my daughter and granddaughter gifted me an air fryer, the Vortex 6-quart air fryer, and it's got this more square basket. Love it. I've been trying different things, and one of the things we're kind of liking in the morning is you take a biscuit dough, you know, that rolled up biscuit dough, break it apart, and you take one of the biscuits and you roll it out and pull at it a little bit, pull it and stretch it, and it's kind of like mimics like a fried dough in there, and yet you're not using oily heavy grease, and you just put in there. I put a little butter on it, and I butter the sides of the air fryer, and you put that on there 3 minutes at 350 air fry, and it'll tell you to turn it over about halfway through. It's good. And then with a cup of coffee, and I put just a little bit of the confectioners and cinnamon, which is cinnamon's good for me. And I made some rhubarb sauce the other day with a little bit of herbs and some cloves and different things that I like, cinnamon in it. Oh, it was good, like an applesauce, but it's rhubarb. And I put a little bit of that on it. Better than going to Dunkin' Donuts. Not that, and it's not heavy. It's not real heavy for me. It doesn't really spike my sugars. My sugars have actually been pretty good. So we'll see. But it's just one little, that I have, but we're enjoying that. I did try onion rings with a beer batter, and they were pretty good. I gotta get them better, but we're learning. I did try some Kentucky fried style chicken, but you're supposed to have the thighs, and I had bigger pieces, so I don't think I cooked them quite enough. They were okay, and we ate it, and but I wouldn't rave about it just yet. I got to work on that one a little more, but I will. But I'm having fun with that. I'm really quite surprised at how much I'm liking that. So that's good. Yeah. I'm really enjoying my YouTube experience in that I'm watching and following other YouTube channels, and I'm really getting into the Downton Abbey type things and the Mapperton estate, and Kirsten and Jörg. And I also watch Roots and Refuge. I'm watching Helen in Georgia, and I've got Whispering Willow Farm, and Jake and his girlfriend there. They're engaged. Yeah, I can't even think of her name right now. But anyway, living off grid there in the British Columbia. So I'm having fun watching all these people, but most recently I'm really into, Kirsten and Jörg, and then the Mapperton with Julie and her husband there. Luke, is it? Very recent, but I love the history. Oh, yeah. Loving that. So it's been fun, people. And I've learned a lot. Thank you all. I've learned a lot already, and I like that. I like history. I like vintage things anyway, and the history of some of those estates and mansions and castles, that all intrigues me. Love to go there someday. Wouldn't that be a hoot? So, yeah. We'll see. Maybe. Who knows? You never know, right? Keep hoping and praying and wishing for things and learning, and you'll get there. Yep. That tastes good. What kind is that? Oh, the lettering's too small. Some kind of an orange. It's really good. Yeah. Really good. Nice and hot. Like I said, it's cool out here. So, I do have to just kind of let everyone know, about my book. It's part of what I do, and then we'll move on to some creative time with crafting. Now, I have been joining a lot of Facebook groups in regard to all my interests. I like the winter sewing. I'm into thrifting. I'm into other gardening groups. I'm into, shabby chic and trash to treasure and repurposing. Excuse me. And also a lot to do with literature and book reading and other middle grade books and different things. So with that, I'm really happy to say that my book is getting a lot of exposure. At least I'm trying. I'm working it. Plus my company too, the Rushmore Press. They're doing their part too. And so, if you're looking for a middle grade book, and your kiddos are a little tired of what's showing up on the scene, they want something different, on the bookshelves. Not really happy with, they've read a lot of what's at the library, so they want something new. Think of my book. It's on Amazon right now, and it's in the Kindle format, and it's available on Goodreads and Rushmore Press and SCBWI, the Society of Children's Writers and Illustrators. So you can find it in different sites and platforms. Hashtag Leaves Cordyville, author Maureen Sky, that's me. A fun and humorous tale of hashtag keys of Cordyville, the actual hashtag key within the typical keyboard known as Cordy, along with his family and friends, also other characters of the keyboard, and how they help him to reach his dreams of getting out of Cordyville and up onto the big screen of Hollywood, and how they help him to reach his dreams. So they gotta get the book to find out how that happens. It's quirky, it's fun and trendy, it's written with humor, very trendy as I speak of, like I said, iPads, cell phones, Alexa, and the different characters that take on life to create this fun story. And it's well written, and it's only $9.99, 24 pages of text and colorful illustrations, beautifully illustrated, and it's so trendy. And I just, I can't tell you enough, folks, what a nice little book this is. And then it's only $3.99 in the Kindle format on, e-reader. It's got nice buttercream pages, and the words are in a good size to read. And this is on page 11, the last paragraph. In the meantime, hashtag has been silently meditating, attempting to freeze his mind and thoughts to a higher level, which he hopes will allow him to go into freeze keep type status on line 2, row 2, key 4 from the left, and also adorned with a number 3 in Cordyville. So again, hashtag Leaves Cordyville, author Maureen Sky. Find it on Amazon. It's your next go-to book for your middle grade kids. There you have it. What the caps lock's going on, people? Go seek out my book. You won't be disappointed. Thank you. Okay, now, put that back there. Now, I am thinking that if I can find my, maybe we'll work on the blouse. Yep. I do have a lot of fabric too. Yeah. For the pillows. But I don't know what I did with the... I think they're out on the porch because I washed them. Well, let's work on that blouse. I'll get it for you. Hold on just a second. Okay. Trustiest tool for sewers. Anybody who sews, first and foremost, the most important tool, a seam ripper. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, now, let me just drop that. I did. All right. God, I'm good at dropping things, aren't I? Okay, people. Here is the pretty little blouse. I just love it. From Costa Rica. Isn't that pretty? And obviously, I need to make it a little bit longer. I love peasant blouses, and I love the fact that I got it in Costa Rica, and that was 2018, so it's time to wear it. It's been in my closet. I have been cleaning. Oh my God. We have way too many clothes, people. We have way too many of everything. But anyway, with the rainy weather, I thought, okay, I'm getting upstairs and I'm going to clean out our closet. Now, 2 people live in this house, and you would not, he's 86, so he's collected a lot of clothes over the years, and he and his former wife, they liked, their early years, they traveled to Nashville, and they bought a lot of boots and hats, and they were following the music scene, the country music scene, and they have a lot of clothes and memento type things from that. But all these things have their day, and time to go, you know. So we just went through a lot of stuff. I did, but I got rid of some. I mean, of course, I used to work in an office, clerical, so I had a lot of pretty clothes too. And of course, I'm a thrifter, so you can imagine I still pick up a top here and there, or a dress or something, not knowing when I'm gonna wear it. Although I did wear the Ann Taylor dress the other day, the yellow dress I picked up for $7.50. Beautiful. It still had the tags on it. It had never been worn. The tag on it said, I got it right here. It said $109. I am not kidding you. Here they are. Ann Taylor. Size large, because I'm hippie. $109. And I paid, here's the other tag that was on it at the thrift store, $7.50. Beautiful yellow dress. I'll show it to you. It's in the wash right now, but just like it was made for me. It's butter color, and it fit me like butter. I loved it, and I haven't been in a dress in ages, and I wore it to our neighbors. Have a winery, and they invited us to their kind of like a soft opening. So I decided to wear that, and I got my makeup on, a little jewelry, and pantyhose. I haven't been in a pair of pantyhose in ages, folks. And a girdle, and I know, too much information. I felt like $1,000,000. I felt so good to do that, and it was good for Eddie and I to get out too, you know. It really was. So that was fun, and that was fun for me to know that I only spent $7, and I got more compliments on that dress. Yep, $7.50. And then now, here's the blouse I just showed you that I need to add to. So again, thrifting. Sheer, but I only want it mostly for the bottom. So I'm thinking, why don't I take the sleeves off and tack it up underneath there? It'll be fine. So I think I can even hand do all this while I'm talking with you. So I'm going to turn this inside out, and I'm going to take these sleeves right off of here. Yep. This is what I like doing. I like repurposing. I do. And I have been wanting to do this blouse over. So, in my neck of the woods, up in Shelburne Falls, not far from here, up on the Mohawk Trail there, the Bridge of Flowers. You can look it up on the internet. The Bridge of Flowers. It's a historical, famous site. And people like to go. They do it all up in beautiful flowers. Well, with the pandemic, obviously they had to shut it down. And for a while there, people were even stealing plants. Can you imagine that? How low life. But they had some of that going on. So anyway, they just opened up. It was in the paper. They're opening up June 1st. And my daughter and my granddaughter and I love to go there. That's one of our fun things to do. So this next weekend, we're going to plan to go there. And maybe if I get my top done, I can wear my top for pictures. That'll be nice. So anyway, trying to do this without ripping it, folks. Light isn't the best in here. Ah, okay. I gotta get ready to send Helen, my friend Helen on YouTube. I gotta send her some more gifts for her fan mail day. That's my next thing. I am enjoying all these different YouTube channels. So let's try the armpit. Maybe at the theme of the armpit, I can manage to, yeah, I might have to, I really can't see this. I'm kind of going by feel, but I can't see it. So I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all, any gardeners out there, that you're getting your gardens going. It certainly felt good to get mine going. We still have a lot to do outside. God knows. Right now we have one of those little Walmart special, I call it, pools, above ground pools. But we get a lot of pleasure out of that. And my granddaughter loves to spend time in it. So we're getting that going, which means it stays up. We don't take it down year after year. So the cover and everything over the winter kind of caved in, and we have to get all that nasty water that was left in there out, and all the sludge and leaves and you name it. So, and then we put a pump in there to pump some of it out, and my husband's been doing that, and he's so good. He did it, and we're just about ready to, we cleaned it, we scrubbed the sides with cleaner and a brush, long brush, and we get in there and get all that cleaned up, and then get new water in there, and then the new pump, and I ordered myself a new bathing suit. Normally I thrift for some, and I've got plenty. I've got 6 or 7, and out of the 6 or 7, probably 4 of them I thrifted, and the others I bought brand new. So I thought this year it was time to buy a new one, treat myself. And I didn't spend a lot of money, JCPenney, but I got a new one coming, and that'll be nice. Every summer I like to have a new bathing suit, and then I rely on my old faithfuls too, But the pool is good for me to move around, splash around, get exercise for the diabetes. It really, I feel better every summer when I get in there and move around. So it's good medicine for me. It is. Yep. Yep. All right, I'm not seeing where this is pulling apart, people. I know it is. Trying to get the seam going here. But I've been doing a lot of just also at night and stuff, and I usually come out here and make jewelry and stuff. I've kind of been sitting and doing a lot of viewing, and I felt like, God, I gotta get something done in the back room here too. There's still some more planting I want to do, but it's just more of an experimental type thing. This was $5. This black, $5 at the thrift store. And I think, excuse me, I got it half price too. I don't think I paid that because different colors are half price. I may have to just rip this around with the scissors. I'm not having a lot of luck just pulling it with a seam ripper. You're not going to see it. It's all going to be up underneath there, but I was just trying to follow some kind of a rhythm so I wouldn't rip it because it's so delicate. But we'll see. My brother is a musician, and he came down last weekend and played right down the street from where I live at a brewery, Hitchcock Brewery. And he writes music and plays his guitar, and he and another musician friend played, and people sat outside, and it was so nice to see everyone and give them a hug without fearing about the mask, you know? So nice. We're all vaccinated, and it's just so nice. I saw my niece I haven't seen since the start of all this, and she lives right here in town. So it was just so nice, yeah. My friend Maricela went with me, and it was just so nice, yeah. Yeah. Okay, folks, I'm not having a lot of luck with the seam ripper. Now, why is that? I may have to just do it differently. All right, let's try something else. Well, I think I'm going to just do it a different way. Take the scissors to it. On this side. Alright, so here's the seam, and I'm going to something to think about that. I like to think before I really think about everything, because you can make mistakes. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to go like this, because I can just stitch it right in there and not worry too much. So I think we're going to do it like this, guys. I'm not going to worry. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, people, this is the final product that I finished up with the blouse from Costa Rica. I ended up hand stitching all the different pieces, and all I did was, hand sew up in there. Yeah, it's all hand sewn. I cut the sleeves off of the chiffon see-through black peasant blouse that I got at the thrift store for $5, and I just hand stitched it up in there. I did the seams a little different because actually through a goof I decided, okay, I'll just take it in a little more anyway, and all hand stitched on the sides and that. And it just, what it did is it allowed me some nice length, which is what I was wanting, more length. So as you can see, I now have this adorable blouse that I can't wait to wear. Love it. I'm going to make myself some nice earrings out of some plates I have. I'll show you those. But there you have it, folks. My creative time with Maureen Sky last night. My camera ran out, but I just sat here finishing her up anyway. So she's lovely. I just love her. Yeah. I will model her for you in one of my next videos. Thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the bell, subscribe, follow my channel. I would love it. Lots more to come. And you'll also get me and a little bit of my humor. And I hope that helps guide you through your day. Thank you now. And God bless. Bye-bye.